Hey YouTube, it's Tara. So I was supposed to make this update last week, but it's just been busy and I hadn't got around to it. So as you can hear, I'm kind of starting to get a cold. So thanks to my lovely fiance for that. Yeah. So I was 7 weeks post-op yesterday. A lot has changed since, I guess, my last video. So some of the stuff that has happened for me last Tuesday, so I went a day early off my 6 weeks. I went to Bras and Things to get some bras because I was really getting sick of being in my post-surgery bra and my sports bras. I have one sports bra that I was wearing in my last video, the red one, and I love it. I absolutely love it. However, it is bloody hard to hide under clothes. Like, it does have thicker straps, and as much as it's so comfortable and I really love it, it's just not practical. So I needed to get some other bras. So I tried on a whole heap. They told me the Playboy brand was a bit smaller, so I was trying on 12Es in that. I did try a 12 double D in one of Bras and Things brands, but it didn't fit at all, so I had to go up to an E in that as well. So I ended up walking away with 4 bras. I bought a strapless black bra with kind of like these little pink, dusty pink polka dots on it. And I bought that in a double D only because I find with those, you know, you like them to be that bit tighter and that bit smaller, so they are actually lifting and pushing stuff up. So tried them all on. I expected more in the kind of fitting department from Bras and Things. All they really did to fit was get you to try it on. They didn't measure or anything, just get you to try the bra on and then come in and check that the straps are right, that the cup fits and that it's not too tight. Well, I can do that myself. That's how I try on a bra. So I don't know. So tried them on, all good. Ended up with 4 bras. So I bought a nude, it's like an extreme plunge, so it sits quite low. I bought a black lace one, I bought a Playboy one and the strapless one. So the black lace one, spent $170 on 4 bras. Black lace one I started wearing on Wednesday, and by about 10 o'clock I, felt this kind of pain in the side of my boob, and I'm like, that's a bit weird. So upon investigation, having a look down, I noticed it was digging into the side of my boob, which I was like, are you serious? I tried this on last night. How does it not fit already? Like, how do they change so much? So back to the trusty internet, and it appears, even though they tell you can try stuff on at 6 weeks, they're still massively changing, and mine pretty much changed overnight. Like, I was pretty tired when I was trying them on, but they fit. Like, the cup fit all the way around. So I don't see how I was, feeling smaller on the Tuesday night and got bigger again by Wednesday morning. So, yeah, very disappointing. It was a very uncomfortable day because it's not pleasant. I've never experienced underwire digging in, ever, other than maybe when you sleep in it. But even then, I've been able to sleep in underwire bras before, those nights that you just can't bother taking it off. But yeah, I was shocked. It was very uncomfortable, so, constantly fiddling with it because it's really unpleasant. So come Thursday, I took the black lace one back and the strapless one back. I thought, if that's a double D and the E's not fitting, I might as well just take that back because it's probably not going to fit for much longer. I kept the low plunge one because the underwire is not a full cup, because it kind of stops here. I thought, well, and I think a combination is when it kind of pushes them together too, there's not so much room in between. Like, I have such great cleavage now that I don't have a gap big enough when I've got like a high cup for the 2 bits of underwire, like the width of those, when it's kind of pulling them and pushing them all together, it doesn't work so well. So I took those back, and she's like, oh, do you want a bigger size? I'm like, look, I might just get a store credit and I will wait a couple more weeks. So from what I investigated, 12-week mark is more when you go crazy with buying bras. So on the Saturday night before as well, I went to an Intimo lingerie party. And the lady there actually measured me and then said, I think you're a 12 double E. I'm like, I've never even heard of a double E. I thought you went from an E to an F. I thought the only things a double are an A and a D. But, you know, each brand to their own. That bra cost me $100, and I don't know how long I will fit in it. So I'm still contemplating sending it back, only because it cost me $100. It is bloody comfortable. It is high, a full coverage cup, but it is a very comfortable bra. But I am concerned about the cups, and if I fluff anymore, that they won't fit. So yeah, I'm still tossing up with that one as to whether or not to send it back. The Playboy one that I kept, I thought, I'll keep it, it's only $30. It's on sale. Doesn't fit already, so 1 week later, and that one doesn't fit either. So when I tried it back on, I didn't have the straps tightened, so it kind of held it. It didn't sit against me. It kind of sat, because the straps were so loose, it caused the cup to kind of fall forward. So it wasn't sitting in under my breasts. It was kind of just resting on top of them. And I thought, oh, because it's not touching, that one will be all right. I'm going to tighten the straps and all that yesterday. It was unpleasant. So it sits like a couple of mil into the side, and it's actually really uncomfortable. So I probably won't be wearing that one again. So it's been kind of frustrating. So I spent all this money on stupid bras, and now they don't fit anymore. Today I am running my post-op bra, because I couldn't be bothered putting another one on. I just kind of want to have a comfy day. But as you can see, they are, well, large. I caught up with a lot of people on the weekend who hadn't seen them since I had them done, and they just said, you know, how proportionate it makes me look now, because, you know, I'm sized, I do have wider hips, so it sizes me well, it makes me look skinny in the middle, and all those good things. How they're feeling now, they are incredibly squishy. They, you know, move up, they move down. Yeah, there's no resistance or anything anymore. They're really, really good. So massage, I'm probably really bad at that. I did get told to do that till 3 months. I'm not so much doing that. I know that I really should, but yeah, I'm lazy. So they're soft. You know, I am keeping an eye on them. I probably should read a bit more about capsular contracture and, you know, scare myself into doing them a bit more often. I think because it started to get colder and that too, like what I was doing was having a shower and then I'd come out to the lounge room, sorry, and I'd massage them for an hour whilst watching TV. Now because it's a bit colder, even though we've got our heater on, it's just not, you just kind of want to put your pajamas straight on and go crash out on the couch. So yeah, I really need to probably try to at least be doing it every second day at the least. But I've been pretty lazy with doing that. From day one, I have never done an hour and a half a day. I don't know how anybody finds an hour and a half a day, which is probably bad. So I'm not recommending that anybody do this. Please rest assured, I do not recommend that you don't do your massage. You should be doing a massage. I am very, very bad. I just want to put that out there. I don't want anyone thinking that I am promoting not doing it. You should be doing it. I am bad. Bad. So don't do what I'm doing. You should be doing a massage. Changes that I've noticed, I don't have any stretch marks, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. My nipples have been peeling. Now, they've probably been peeling for about 3 weeks. I've been trying to put the bio oil and that on them. I did have quite small nipples before, and I have noticed they have stretched a fair bit, so I guess that's just it. None of the rest of my breast has peeled at all. It's just purely been the nipple, and it seems to, once it's finished, it just starts again. So I guess it's all just in it stretching and getting bigger and whatnot. So I'm just trying to keep the bio oil on that and just keep it moisturised and stuff. What else? I've started kind of laying on my tummy, not for a very long period of time. It's funny, they are starting to feel a lot more part of me, and not like you've got essentially chicken fillets just on your chest. They are starting to feel a bit more integrated, but there are certain times, like laying on them, that it still does feel like you've got these two squishy balls underneath you and you're just laying on top of these squishy balls. So, but I can pretty comfortably sleep on my side now. If I sleep on my side for too long, they seem to get a bit achy. But other than that, I'm just getting used to them. So I do dance, I do jazz, contemporary, and I do point. My balance was a bit off for a couple of weeks, so I'm starting to get my balance back. Putting weight on them, there's still a few things that I know I need to start, doing some push-ups and dips and things like that to rebuild the muscle in my chest. We do a fair bit of floor work, supporting your own weight. So I have erred on the side of caution with that because I kind of want to start doing a bit of weight training to build that up other than, trying to support my whole 60 odd kilos. What else? I'm not sure. I think that's pretty much where I am now. I'm incredibly happy with them. My right's still sitting a little higher than my left, and I think it is a little bigger, which I'm hoping that they even out because my right implant is much bigger than my left implant, which has kind of concerned me since day one. I have 75 cc's and a profile difference between the two, so I was a bit concerned that maybe my right had too much implant compared to my left, because I didn't think that they were that noticeably different prior to surgery. So that has always concerned me. And based on the cup digging, it digs on the right, not on the left. So based on that, obviously my right is wider than my left. So I'm hoping that they even out and they get the same. Otherwise, I'll be kind of annoyed because it has such a bigger implant in it. I've only got 375 mod plus in my left and I have 450 high in my right. Now, if that had have been slightly less, obviously the diameter would have been slightly smaller and I wouldn't have such a difference. So I'm really hoping that over time, Dr. Jib has done the right thing in the sizing that he's picked and that they do even right up. But at present, righty is bigger than lefty. So, I mean, not noticeably, but obviously, one boob's too small for one cup, but that'll mean that the other boob will be too small if I go up a cup. And you can't really buy a bra that's a half E, half F. So, but maybe that is a good idea. Maybe there's a business venture in there. I don't know. Maybe you can. I never had big boobs. I could always just go pick something off the rack. So, but I have found bigger sizes in a 12. So I'll probably go up to a 14, only so that I can actually buy stuff. Because if I am a 12E to F, that makes me a 14 double D to E. So, where I kind of wear a 12 on the last clip, a 14 I can wear on the tightest clip and it still fits kind of thing. So, I'll probably move up to a 14 just so that it's easier to buy stuff. But it'll be a while before I buy anything more. My sports bra that I was telling you about earlier, the red one, I love it. I love it so much. It's from Target, and every time I go back, I need a 16. They don't have cup sizes, they just have circumference, so obviously I wear it on the tightest link, but I needed it to be able to fit the boobs in. Every time I go back, they only have small sizes like 10 and 12, and there is no way that these puppies are fitting in a 10 or a 12. Nah, it's just not going to happen. So I'm really frustrated because I really, really, really want a white one and a black one because it's just so comfy.